Live from HE Park Reserve, it's the Division 4 preliminary final between Wantirna South and Bayswater. A spot in the Division 4 grand final awaits the winner of today's clash. Ryan Long, Media Manager of the Eastern Football Netball League, joined by Blake Tennant. And right off the bat, we've got Mark Burns, the Assistant Coach of the Bayswater Football Club. And Mark, it's great to have you on board. It's the first time we've seen Bayswater live for the match of the round, and it so happens to be a preliminary final.
Yeah, it is. It's very exciting for the girls. Not just the girls, the whole club basically. To get a girls team back up and running again after 5 or 6 years is really good.
It's been a great story for the club this season, and in the league, obviously returning to the league this season, and a lot of the playing lists are quite new to football themselves, and suddenly you're in a preliminary final. It must have been a massive year at the club to watch the development of these young girls.
Oh, exactly right. Well, when we first started with like all these girls just wanted to get together, and you think, oh, okay, look, let's just see what happens. But the amount of improvement you've seen over the year is just amazing. They're just like sponges. They just soak it all up. They listen to everything you say, and it's just really good to get the girls here. And yeah, hopefully we got one more step. But if not, we've done amazingly well. So yeah,
absolutely.
Just Blake Tennant here, of course. Just to go through it, can you just fill me in last week? Just the vibe and adrenaline of winning that final. You know, it's a massive step, and you know, I'm sure the girls would have been excited and all that. Just talk us through the week that was and winning that first final, because it's incredible. It's an incredible story.
Yeah, it was. Because at first the week before, we thought, because we lost the game, we thought, oh look, we haven't made it. Yeah. That's fine. And then things fell our way, and next minute we're suddenly playing in a final. We thought, beautiful. No worries. We told the girls, just look, whatever happens, give it your best shot, and we'll see what happens. We'll go out from there. So we did that, and then the game was amazing. The girls, they played brilliantly. They were so excited. And then the last 15 minutes or so, not 15 minutes, 10 minutes, the beaming smiles on their faces. They just couldn't wait to get out there. There's so much joy on their faces. In the rooms after, it was amazing. So yeah, it's just to see them even now at training, they were still carrying it through there. So as I said, hopefully one more, but if not, we've done well.
So you're coming up against a team, Wantirna South, of course, played last week against Ferntree Gully. You know, Ferntree Gully won the game, been probably the benchmark, you would say, of the competition this year as well. What are you going to expect from Wantirna South? You know, obviously, you know, a little bit of momentum shift might have dropped just a little bit because, you know, losing to a tough opponent in Ferntree Gully. What are you kind of expecting from him? Obviously, you know, the easy question is, you know, you've got to beat him out in the midfield, but is there anything else in the key elements that you've got to stop, you know, player-wise and all that? So
yeah, look, they have got some very good players. Yep. They really do. We know who they are. So we've set our training sets this week to try and eliminate them, try and see what we can do. Yeah, well, look, we've just got to play our best.
Yeah.
We've got our little, I'm not going to tell you the secrets.
Nah, that's fine.
But we've got our little plans for them. Let's see how we go. And as long as we stick to those plans, we've got a chance.
Yeah.
Certainly right. And obviously, as we said, a lot of players are new to the competition and to football itself. I think one player, I think she's played at Aquinas before, and she's got a very talented brother as well that plays at Bayswater, and Jenna White. And how have you seen her season and her leadership on the field as well?
Oh, she's amazing. She really is amazing. You'll see it today. She is just like, she sees ball, gets balls. She's much like her brother. Her leadership with getting around the girls and around that after is just amazing. She's just a born leader, basically.
Yeah, another player as well that's just come into, of course, is Katie Cameron. Of course, a very popular name down there at the Bayswater Football Club. You know, obviously, you know, she wanted to obviously play here at Bayswater, but, you know, some bad things happened, of course, not getting a girl side. Going to Montrose, of course, and now she's back playing at Bayswater. It must be a joy to see for you and also the club going forward, because the Cameron name at Bayswater is very popular down there.
Yeah, it is. As Katie was one of the first, when Bayswater first started years ago. She's come there, and unfortunately with the teams in the younger age, she couldn't play in there. So she's always going to come back. She always said that as soon as we had a team, and so happy to have her. You can just see the difference out there to the girls playing out there. Her and like Jenna, same thing, Aquinas, all the other girls that play, they're just brilliant, and they're both big leaders on the game, out in the ground and that sort of thing. Their voices, they tell the girls what to do, and it's just really, really good.
And it's a big couple of years for the club. As we talked off air about the netball program coming back as well, and we saw them across the summer competition and in the grand final, the women's side back this year. And has everyone got around this within the club? Great support from the senior men's as well, and it looks like Bayswater's in a really good spot at the moment.
Yes, that's right. We are. Yes, like all the boys, the senior boys go down every Friday night and they watch netball and that sort of thing. And the girls, once they're finished, they get around the boys as well. We're trying to get this one club culture, and it's really going really well. It's really good.
And for you, it's a big day out here as well, because you might be here for a while with your daughter playing later this afternoon for South Croydon. So it's a big day for you.
Yes, mate. Yes. Hopefully we have 2 wins. We'll see how we go.
I'm sure you want to poach her and give her back to Bayswater, I'm pretty sure. I know she wants to play at the top division, of course, but I'm sure you deep down want her to play.
Of course, 100%, yes. But look, once once she's playing for fun, she's definitely going to come back and go back to the Waters, be where she's supposed to be, and go from there.
Absolutely, Mark. It's a fantastic to have you on for the pre-game. All the best this afternoon. We're looking forward to seeing how the side goes today in a big game preliminary final. It's been a great year.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Appreciate that. The assistant coach there from the Bayswater Football Club in Mark Burns, and it's been one of the best stories of the year, Blake. And it's Division 4 has had plenty of these stories. Obviously, Bayswater, Wantirna South, which we've got
Gully as well.
Ferntree Gully, and obviously new to the comp, returning to the comp. Same with Upper Ferntree Gully, their first season back in. So it's been a very new division, of course. But we do have now the Wantirna South senior women's coach here, Michael Vozzo, and Michael's great to be out here and watch the side. We saw you last year, and fast forward a year, you're playing off in a preliminary final in just the second season in the comp.
Yeah, look, we're obviously pretty excited. We knew that we would probably develop pretty well and quickly. But to be fair, it only comes through hard work, and the girls have been unrelenting in that. And so they deserve their opportunity to play here and play off a spot in the grand final.
Certainly right, and you got your first taste of finals footy last week against Ferntree Gully, and we saw a bit of that game, and really competitive against probably what's been the best side this season. What did the girls sort of learn from that experience that they're looking to take into today's game?
Look, probably what worked was our pressure and our ability to tackle, and I thought that was really good early. Probably just a 5 to 10 minute period in the third quarter where we sort of, just didn't quite get hold of our normal game, and they're obviously a very good team. They quickly banged on 3 goals, and then we were able to sort of arrest that and hold it for the rest of the game, but we just sort of didn't get that opportunity to kick a couple of late ones to get back into the game.
It's definitely been a story as well. There's a few clubs in our 4th division that's had a few big stories, of course. Ferntree Gully, of course, not having a team, and then, seeing Bayswater, the emergence as well. But you guys have definitely been up there too, because, it was the girls trying to support the coach there. Jeez. No, just back to the question as well. It was a challenging year, you would say, last year, and to come here where you are now into a prelim as well, and you took it up to Ferntree Gully as well there. How has the team gone, with that element of, not having the best of years and now coming into a prelim final?
Look, to be fair, we actually thought we had a reasonable year last year. So I know that, only 1 win, but we sort of weren't expecting much more than that, if that's to be fair. We knew that it was a development year. It was we were probably 1 year ahead of where we wanted to be anyway. So probably the most important thing for us was our retention, and we basically had nearly every girl sign back on and really commit to playing again this year. And we knew our under-18s were going to come through. So and then next year we've got another few more under-18s coming through. The under-18s lost in the grand final last week, and our under-16s won the grand final. So we know we've got that pathway now, and so we think that last year was a bit of a building block. This year's another little building block, and we would hope to, continue to progress from here.
Yeah, definitely. He talks about the 16s, which was great win for the club and, the junior club. But also, it just shows that in the next coming years, you're going to have a lot of 18s coming through and, turning into senior footballers as well. You must be proud of, the culture that's building down here at Wantirna South, because, into a prelim today, you must be pretty proud of how the culture's going down there at Wantirna South with the senior club and also the junior club.
Yeah, no, it's been unbelievable. I mean, 6 years ago, I don't even know if we had a junior female team at all. And through the hard work of a few people, in particular Rhonda McMillan and Ian Semple and At the time, Kev Van Grondel was our president. He's now gone our senior president, and they're really he's really pushing us, our integration into the senior club, and it's been an unbelievable ride, and to be part of that all the way through has been great.
And just a change as well. Kimber comes out for McDonald. Do we just quickly talk about that one? I know it's a big out. Do you want to just give it through?
Yeah, Candy 2 weeks ago did a calf and thought, oh yeah, this is not 100%, and took him a week to find out that she actually had a ruptured Achilles.
Oh no!
So she might be around here today, but she had an operation during the week. Georgia is not coming in; she's been in the whole time. But yeah, she's a key centre half back. But she's one of our girls who's come through the under-18s, and she's probably one of the longest kicks in the comp. She can kick a ball almost 50 metres. So look out for her.
And I was at the game against Baronia a few weeks ago, and one player that was really impressive was Cameron Disney. Talk about her and the ability that she has on the field. She can hit the scoreboard. She's very mobile. How impressive have you been by her season this year?
Oh, she's a jet. Yeah, she's unbelievable. She's probably like our real sort of leader without being the captain or vice captain. She's one that's really vocal and gets the girls to be up and about, and then she just leads by action, if you know what I mean. So she backs up the talk with the walk, and she's been outstanding. And the opposition to try to play her close, and they just can't. And she's great both sides of the feet. She'll jump in the ruck, go forward. She can really do anything, and no, she's been a major contributor for us this year.
It's also a big name as well. The Disney name is pretty big around, local footy and also cricket as well. So it's also good to see another Disney going around. And I just want to talk about your family tree. And, it's good to see, there's 4 Vozos playing around today as well. You must be proud seeing, I believe it's your daughter and one of your nieces as well playing for you. So does that bring a smile to your face seeing, a family tree's coming around down here?
Yeah, no, I mean, we love it. And, so one of them's my daughter and the other 2 are the twins, my sister's kids. And I'm probably a little bit harder on them than I am on the others, but that's okay. They've been great. All 3 of them actually had birthdays in the last 2 days, believe it or not. So we actually got one of the twins' 21st on tonight too. So
pissy day.
So hopefully we can have a decent day, and then we'll see how we go. But yeah, look, we know we're up for a fight. Bayswater have been unbelievable this year. They've got better as the year goes on. They're a very young team, so it's going to be a difficult game. So we just hope that we can be at our best and see how we go.
Michael, we really appreciate your time ahead of a big game, as you said. We're looking forward to seeing how Wantirna South go today. It's been a great season, and hopefully all the best for you this afternoon.
Thanks for your time, guys. Cheers.
Michael Vosler there, the senior coach of the Wantirna South senior women's side. And as we said, with Bayswater as well, it's been a great story to see the way they've come into this season. Last year, winning just the 1 game, and we watched them a couple of times. We watched the live against Nuttawading, and they fell like, I think, 5 points short. They had a close loss against Baronia, a few other teams. They just were that close, but without winning. And they've come into this year, and then they've taken another step forward. And to be in a spot where they're potentially 1 game away from a grand final, Blake, it's
definitely
it's a huge for the club.
It's big for the club, but also the story that's building. I think you talked about that heavily as well. It's a massive story, seeing, a side like, we'll start off with Wantirna South, only winning the 1 game, last year is what Michael alluded to, and seeing them now in a prelim, take it up to Ferntree Gully as well, which is another story we'll obviously keep and tell for next week, of course, because that is one big of a story, a club that wasn't around last year, and now they're into a grand final as well, which is an incredible building. So it's good, but it also speaks about Wantirna South's girls program and how they're moving forward. Seeing, as Michael, another thing that he said was that the 18s in a grand final last Sunday, and of course their 16s winning it. They can move those players into the mix here for the years to come, which is great for the girls' footy as well, and in general at
Oh,
Wantirna South.
100%.
And then we touch on with Bayswater. You know, Bayswater is a heck of a story. You know, of course, winning a girls' premiership in, I believe, 2016, 2017.
Yep.
I could be wrong there, but anyway. And then to fold as well, you know, losing some key players, of course, as we alluded to as well, Ryan. Now to bring these girls back, it just shows the people around Bayswater are really big moving forward as well. So it's great, Rice.
It's a feel-good story for both sides, and as you said, I like the fact that for a Wantirna South perspective that they do have a lot of good junior players coming through the ranks in the next couple of seasons. And we talked about this with North Ringwood last week when you look at their program, their juniors that are coming through, the under-18s playing senior footy. They're going to develop. They're going to be a really strong side. I think Wantirna South are going to rise up the ranks in a very quick period of time. Also joining us for the first time this morning is Kate Green. And Kate, I'm sure you would have had a bit of smiley face then with Michael Vozzo up on getting interviewed while the Wantirna South girls were coming off, and certainly giving it to him.
Good morning, gentlemen. I love that. But like I said, last year when we had them for that one Division 4 game when they were playing Nuttawading, just the happiness. They just, beam with happiness. And I love the girls' attitude. I love Michael's attitude. I just think they've got a good thing going, and it's really, really great to see them where they are. Bayswater, it's so good to have the girls back as well, because they were very, very strong up till 2019. So hoping for good things there for them too, moving forward.
Yeah, certainly right. It's a massive game ahead, and Wantirna South now onto the field for the first time this morning. A massive contest ahead, preliminary final, and it's all preliminary final action today in the senior women's competition for all divisions from 1 to 5 out here at HE and Quamby Reserve. So a massive morning ahead, and just looking at the two lineups, Blake, it's both sides have got some key players, and across the board they're very young.
Sorry, gentlemen. I do have a quick update for you. Number 24 for Bayswater is out with the late inclusion of number 32, Shannon Greshkick. So, yeah, that was just in the last few minutes while you were interviewing the coaches. So,
There you go. So, one late change there for Bayswater, but good to see both sides have got a full list of players, a full bench, because having a look at some of the clubs last week, I know South Belgrade was struggling to probably have the numbers to fill a full bench, which was probably more impressive that they were still able to hold on and win in last week's final, Blake. And as we said, Ferntree Gully, which I'm sure there'll be quite a few Ferntree Gully players here watching in on today's game or watching at home, because they will play the winner of this game in next week's grand final. Same place, same time, I think, too, potentially as well next week. And just having a look through the games obviously happening today, before we get started on this one, we've got quite a few preliminary finals out here at HE Park Reserve. After this is the Division 1 preliminary final between Donvale and Park Orchards.
It's a big one.
Yeah, certainly right. As sorry, Kat, I've just stolen your pen. It's a big one because
that's okay. Usually you give it back.
Yeah, Blake doesn't. So Blake's got a bad memory.
Nah, it's BWS, isn't it?
Oh, well, back to this one.
Anyway,
Donvale Park Orchards in the preliminary final today after this game. We saw Donvale last week against North Ringwood, and it really was that first quarter that probably undid him in the end, giving up the 4 goals. To the right end of your screen out here at HE Park Reserve, be interested to see if there's any sort of advantage to that end of the ground. You never know. I'd be intrigued to see how Park Orchards go, because they did knock them off at Donvale Reserve for the match around, which we were both at. Had some really important players. Hartnett was able to hit the scoreboard. Remy Archer was really important. The two Taylors, Bertoldi.
But also Livingston as well. She wasn't playing last time. So it'll be interesting to see, how she can go, and she brings another X factor definitely to the Sharks going forward. So, but I was just alluding to same number. So I think Kate's going to figure that out for us because there's 2 number 32. So.
That's right.
Hey,
There's,
Josh. Josh Ward comes into play. So the massive tipster here, of course. I've heard about your little boy tipping comp going on
well,
here.
tipping comp at the moment, I'm actually in front in the senior
there you
women's
go. I've been waiting. No
competition.
one's actually told me.
I'm in front by a point with
Yep.
with what 10
well,
games to go.
You've made 2 errors already. So I had a look at your tips before. You made 2 errors, but that's okay. We'll talk about that a bit more. So
let's wait and see if I actually do get one extra on you, because I did tip Park Orchards over Donvale.
Well, I think realistically, if Donvale do beat Park Orchards today, who I've tipped Donvale, that would give me a 2-tipping lead going into the grand final week, and I'd be just about home.
well, I saw.
Sorry, guys, I had to put him on the mic.
I did see in second division that there could be another error as well with your tipping comp. So there you go.
I would actually give up on the tipping competition,
I
much
don't know-
like Calendar doing.
I don't know if we've got this on the camera at the moment, but we've got for 50 games running out today, Ella Smith, and we've got the balloons down there, which is great to see for game number 50.
Game number 50. I love that. That's a new initiative, actually.
I like the balloons.
I do like that.
If you're not going to go with the banner, I do like the balloons, so great
And
to
this
see
is
that.
great even as well, getting a team photo.
Certainly right.
Yeah. So and we're in the famous jumper as well. Bayswater, of course, used to wear those jumpers, of course. When
I
they
love
played
this jumper, Blake.
I think they played against Murrabak every time they play against Murrabak because the jumper clashes. So that's why they're wearing that famous jumper as well.
It's what they've worn all season,
Yeah.
this jumper, the senior women's side. It looks great, and it's just great to see both of these two sides in finals footy this year for 2024. One of these two sides going through to a grand final to face Ferntree Gully next week. The other games happening around the grounds, we've got, of course, the Division 2 preliminary final, Waverley Blues versus Montrose out at Quamby Reserve, Blake, and we were there earlier in the season when the two sides matched up, and Montrose won on their girls' day out. Was a really impressive win for them, and they come into this game with a bit of confidence after beating Berwick in a come from behind.
That third quarter would say that definitely. So there's a little some talking through the FX mics. That third quarter gave a few heart attacks around the Montrose camp, definitely for sure. And it was great to see, Montrose winning, making finals, of course, and winning their first final, which is incredible for the club going forward, of course. And I know Charlotte Baker will be really excited to see how her side can step it up against a Waverley side. 1-1 this time around. Waverley got the jump first time, and then Montrose on probably their biggest day of the calendar for the club. Got the win as well in a big way. So that's big. It's going to be hard to tell, but I think everyone knows who I'll be tipping. But yeah, I think it'll be a close game. I think, what Kate Green said, I think off air about her tip, I reckon it'll be under a goal, definitely. It's going to be one of those seesawing affairs where one team will fire first, and then it'll be back and forth, and then whoever has the moments will win the game. That's how I see it, Ryan.
Yeah, that's right. I think I've tipped the Waverley Blues, and I've really been impressed with the way they've come into the competition last year. Another great story, then obviously entering this year and a big chance to play off in a grand final. Had that final experience last year, got to a preliminary final out here at HG Park Reserve. A lot of talented players out there. Emma White's having a fantastic season. Claudia Walsh is a star. Sarah Vac. I think
Morley as well. Morley, sorry.
Yeah, Morley was really good in that game against Montrose. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they
it's going to be
both match up today.
It's going to be interesting what they do with Peacock as well. She was another one that obviously had pretty much no influence. This is just my opinion going on the game, but had no influence. Obviously she's a gun. We know when she finds the goals, of course, and I didn't think she fired her first shot, so going forward in that game. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, what's your tip, Ryan? I know you tipped it on the preview. I think what have you gone with?
For which game?
Waverley Montrose.
I did tip Waverley by less than a couple of goals. I think it'll be very tight. Division 3 also at Quamby Reserve, and that game will be, I believe, either now or at 11 o'clock. I think make sure to head down to Quamby Reserve if you're in the area. Coldstream taking on Heathmont. Another good feel-good story, Heathmont. After a couple tough years on the field, they're a chance to play off in a grand final. Coldstream were quite unlucky last year. They went out in straight sets. They'll be very keen on responding, as we're going to get to the toss in just a moment, but it looks like we've still got a bit more time. Obviously, the Premier Division Grand Final, preliminary final as well, out here this afternoon today between South Croydon and South Belgrave. Your thoughts on that one, Blake? South Croydon really pushed the Eastern Devils last week, but still came up short.
The old saying is, have they thrown enough, tickets at, the Eastern Devils, where, we all saw it last year, and I'm not jinxing it, I'm not saying it here, but straight sets, they lost some straight sets last year.
Not buying it.
And you're not buying it, okay, but that's the thing, you've got to ask, have they thrown enough petrol tickets to...
They are a much different side to what they were last year going in the finals.
But, that's going to be in the back of the heads, though.
I don't think so.
Could, Ryan. That's just my opinion on it. And, but I still think, the side that they've brought into this year has been incredible. Both times they've won pretty convincingly, Ryan, against South Belgrave. So that could be another one as well. But to me, I'm going South Croydon for this one. But, I will not be surprised if South Belgrave can come out and, get it. Let's go boundary side for the first time to Kate Green.
Okay. I think it was Wantirna South that won the toss, and they've picked the north end. I think, from what I could see, and we've just got two jumper changes.
Yes.
Number 32, Benning, Paige Benning, is actually 31. And the late inclusion of Gretzky Shannon, she's number 32. And this is all for Bayswater, and the late out of 24.
Thanks there to Kate Green, doing some great work on the boundary, as she has all season. The stage is set. It's the last addresses from the coaches down on ground level as we get ready for the big Division 4 preliminary final. Kate, before we get Blake's tip, your tip this afternoon or this morning between the two sides, who gets the job done and advances through to a grand final?
Wantirna South. I'm going my heart all the way.
Well, what's the margin though, Kate?
I think I said 10 points.
Yeah.
Just wait a minute. I'll reconfirm so that I'm being,
I think that is correct.
Yeah, I did say,
that.
Stay with Wantirna South by 10 points.
Thanks, Kate. Blake, your tip this afternoon, or this morning. I've got to get used to saying that.
No, I'm going to go Wantirna South. I think it's between the 3 to 4 goal margin. No rain around the area as well, so...
Well, good to see.
Good news to see. And your tip?
We've actually got rain coming in the next 15 minutes, guys.
Don't trust Blake with the...
Yeah, I'm not a weather expert, unfortunately. I didn't study it under my uni degree, so there you go.
I'm going with the Heathmont weatherman.
So we're all set. First bounce, Division 4 preliminary final. Bayswater versus Wantirna South. Ferntree Gully waiting in the grand final for a spot. Here's White for Bayswater. Picks it up. Tackled right away this time by McPherson. She still ends up with a footy, a short kick. Running onto this one is Port for Wantirna South. Bayswater with the clearance forward. Bouncing towards centre half forward. And we'll have a ball up. Great to have your company on Facebook and YouTube. Let us know where you're listening in from and who you're supporting today in the big preliminary final clash. Tap down, White against Port. Port had a great season so far. It's Bayswater with a quick handball through Barracks and towards the boundary line. We're going to get another ball up.
Yes, indeed. I just want to say the crowd is building definitely down here at H.E. Parker Reserve. Great conditions, of course, for football, but we are getting some rain very shortly. So down at the cricket nets and down here at H.E. Parker Reserve, Wantirna South trying to push it forward, get moving as much as they can. It'll be another stoppage free just on the cricket nets down here at H.E. Parker Reserve. Ground is in great nick, of course. So 2 rucks going at it here. And it looks like another stoppage will be in place down here, down at the cricket nets end of the ground. 2 rucks again going at it here for both teams. looks like another stoppage going forward. So a few of those you expect today just due to what the contest will build here, Ryan. So we're expecting a lot of stoppages and hopefully, building some more scoring, of course, which would be nice. So kick away down there. Bit of a hole going forward. Cameron involved there. She picks it up and hand passes, but
free kick is it? Might be a ball up instead.
Ball up. Ball up going forward here. Great to have your company here on prelim final week, of course. Down here in the E for now to the business sort of end as we speak. And it looks like another ball up as well. Going for both sides here. Trying to get into best positions here. Trying to get the first score around. Hand pass here by Wantirna South. Deep inside their forward 50 arc here. Ball's just moving around on the ground here. And again, it's going to be another stoppage inside the forward 50 of goals here.
Coming up to the 3rd minute mark of this first term on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, Wantirna South and Bayswater tapping it out at this one, trying to clear the footy for Wantirna South. Almost found a teammate. Socket back inside. Bayswater happy just to lock this one in, trying to get rid of that was Davies. She's well tackled. We'll get a ball up inside 50. This is where the Waters will want it in their forward half if they can lock it in their end of the ground. Tap down. And it's going nowhere, so we'll get another ball up. Big game out here, of course. Got 3 finals at H.E. Parker, 2 at Quamby Reserve in the senior women's competition. Bit of a scrap for this ball. Wantirna South just will try and get a bit of space. It's out the back, but they've well set up behind through McKenna, who sends a kick forward, and taking a mark now is Cox, who plays on right away, puts it up towards the top of the goal square. No mark taken. On ground level is Cameron, who's always dangerous. She might end up with a footy here. They just try and get one away. The kick was smothered and out of bounds, so we'll get a ball up. Still inside 50 for Bayswater.
Boundary.
Started this game well. Let's go down to the boundary. Kate Green.
Both teams just need to settle down and settle into their game plan because they're just they're just scrapping at the moment.
Well, this might be a chance for Wantirna South to clear out. Vozo was there. Said it's Bayswater with the numbers who were able to just prevent any exit. Whitelaw got the handball out. So not going to go too far. It falls into the hands of Lucy Preston for Bayswater. Fair way out from goal. Should be kicking right from the arc. Puts it towards the top of the goal square. If they can get a mark out the back, it was McNamara. And a big tackle laid in the goal square. But this is an opportunity for Bayswater to get the first on the board.
The pressure's been really well here. Their forward 50 pressure for Bayswater going forward. The 2 rucks going at it yet again. Trying to get the best position out here again. Another picked away, and Wantirna finally gets something out here. And again, that's by Burrows and involved there. Step around the corner, gets smothered, of course. Bayswater still got the numbers here. They can just get a chain of hand passes moving forward for them. And again, another handball there that was going off. I think we got a 27 there, Kate. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I have seen a 27. If you try find that number, I believe there's a 27 out there.
For which team, mate?
Bayswater, I'm pretty sure.
Not a problem. Onto it.
No worries. I'm not pretty sure. So anyway, play continues on, and it's going to be a ball up deep inside the 450 again. Full of Waters. 2 rucks again. Going at it there. It's a hit out there. And another ball up. So again, we're inside the full 50 arc here of H.E. Parker. Stop around the corner. And it's going to go through for a behind. So that is the first score down here at the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Bayswater, of course, get the first behind of the day. Moves to 1 behind to Wantirna South. Yet to score. We're about 6 minutes in to this
Boundary.
first score. Let's go boundary side of Kate Green.
Blake. message from Bayswater. There is no 27 for them. You're seeing things.
It must be.
The only 27 out there is for Wantirna South, and that's McMillan.
Yep.
Well, here's the chance now for Bayswater. They're going to go forward again towards the goal square. Bouncing footy is through for a minor score. So another behind, 2 behinds. Bayswater, Wantirna South yet to score. We've played 7 minutes in this first term. Where are you pulling numbers from, Blake?
I just saw a 27. I swear. I must be seeing things as well.
I can see a 27 for Wantirna South.
But I just saw it. Thought
Ryan, he needs glasses.
Might be.
There are binoculars up there, Blake.
Yeah, so it's well, my bad there. We make errors. It's okay. This play continues down here. Good strong tackle there. Bayswater finally get a clearance going forward inside their forward 50. Involved there are one turn up. And looks like another ball up. It's been in the Bayswater forward arc a lot this quarter, which is good for the Waters. It was a big season, of course. Big things coming for Bayswater in the future. White's involved there. We said her name a lot. Strong tackle there by Wantirna. Involved there as well will be another ball up here. Again at the same spot where we were. The 2 rucks going at it, of course. The Rooch involved there. Snap around the corner. But Wantirna have got numbers down in their forward, in their defensive 50, sorry. And snap around the corner again in deep inside the pocket down here. Getting involved here is Port. Port picks up the ball. Nice hand pass there. And here come Wantirna South. They finally get a nice little kick here involved, but first to get there is McKenna. And then Wantirna South have got all the numbers again. And a big strong tackle going for this. And here comes White, springs one, goes inside, finds a teammate. That is a good strong tackle, should be called, doesn't get called there. And a nice little bump there for Bayswater. This is better, one-on-one in the goal square. Couldn't get there in the back there. First to bet there was Higgins. And involved there, it should be another ball up for the Waters. So Jenna Wine, hasn't she started really well here, Ryan?
Absolutely, that spin move was very impressive. She might end up with a footy here. Picks up now, tackled right away.
Gets
Umpire says holding the ball. And a great tackle there by Amber Vozzo in defence.
Vice captain.
And she'll send them out of attack. They just haven't got it past this point of the ground. It might come back. It's a free kick going towards Wantirna South, and that one will go to Burrows. For Wantirna South, down
Boundary.
the line. This is their best chance. The mark was dropped by McFarlane. They still end up with a footy. Port now looking for a teammating Vozzo. She almost takes a mark. It's picked up by McKenna for Bayswater. And while we've got a stoppage, we'll go down the boundary to Kate Green.
Just quickly, it's starting to spit rain.
Yeah.
So, again, Blake's weather predictions were a little bit off.
Been off today, haven't I?
It wasn't meant to rain, supposedly, all morning. It comes out here at the back is Burns, who clears this one for Bayswater. Barracks is there. So is Cox, picking up White, tackled right away. And the last time these two sides met, Blake, it was in wet conditions. And it was Wantirna South who did win that game. I'm not sure if that will play a factor in today.
Who knows? There's an almost kick there. Was by Polly. And Disney involved. What a superstar she's been for the Devils. 18 goals for them. And here they come. First look inside the forward 50 for the Devils. First to get there will be McFarlane. Snap around the corner. And it's going to go through for a behind. So that moves Wantirna South's first point of the day. And their first score of the day. That moves the score to 1 behind to Bayswater, 2 behinds as the rain starts to get a little bit heavier. Jinx it, of course. Should keep my mouth quiet on that one. But anyway, I'll keep calling the game here. First get there was Bayswater. And it will be a ball up here. So it's an interesting start. Bayswater have had control, but Wantirna South are trying to get back on their terms here. And then the umpire again will ball it up, of course. Alice Smith, they're involved. 50th game for the Waters today in a big prelim final, of course. You feel like this game is just going to be neck and neck all day and all game. So again, McFarlane first to get there. She'll pick up the ball here. Trying to get the ball, trying to get it back on her, pick it up there. Getting involved yet again is Whitelaw, the captain. She gets a kick away there for the Waters, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds.
Well, this will be a Bayswater ball, and it'll be Zoe Lynch to take the kick on that far side, right in front of the scoreboard. We've played almost 12 minutes in this first quarter, and it's 1-2 in favour of Bayswater. And here's Lynch running through the pack. The kick forward is cut off, falls into the hands of White, who gets a handball almost to herself. In fact, it's Cox. Couldn't quite pick it up. Chance of Whitelaw on that far side, and we might just get another stoppage. Umpire letting it play on and giving Bayswater a chance here to go forward. The mark in defence was dropped, still maintained it. Good pressure by Stone as the rain starts to pick up at ground level.
Yeah.
Inside 50, this will be a kick forward from McNamara. And the umpire's not paid anything. It's play on, so Wantirna South now out of defence. It's going to come back because Bayswater have the numbers. The ball doesn't suit McKenna. It was an unlucky bounce, and we're going to get a stoppage in the middle of the ground. Coming up to the 13-minute mark of this first term. Thanks for joining us, Facebook and YouTube, for the preliminary final. Thanks to Beck tuning in from Tennant Creek, Northern Territory.
Oh, geez.
Today's game.
Up north there.
Surely the weather's a bit better there
I
than
reckon
it is
will
here
be.
today.
30
It is
degrees is probably there.
starting to rain here. Ball up in the middle of the ground. Trying to get onto this one is Polly. She picks up nicely. Puts it on the right boot towards half forward, out the back. McPherson picks it up. Did well in tough conditions. Her kick was smothered. There's still a chance in this contest here at the half forward line. And we're going to get a ball up just outside 50 for Wantirna South.
Yes, indeed. So you feel like the game's sort of swifting into Wantirna's favour here. And speaking of that play again, Polly spins once. How was this bounce? The stadium holds, almost holds its breath there.
Hang on.
Oh, it's a goal. Jeez. I don't know about it. Was that?
No, I think the umpire was in perfect position.
Yeah.
I think that had bounced through, so that's a fantastic goal.
There you go. It was a little bit of a delay. I was right there. The stadium did hold its breath for a little bit, and I believe that was Chelsea Polly.
That was.
Yeah, so Chelsea Polly kicks the first for Wantirna South. That's a big goal in context of the game. So that's the first goal there for Wantirna on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. It's Wantirna South 1-1-7 to Bayswater, 2 behinds. We're about 14 and halfway through the 14th minute mark here. So we're going
Boundary.
forward here. Let's go boundary side to Kate Green.
Like I said off air, it just needed someone to first team to
Sorry to cut
score.
you off there, Kate. There's Polly again. She's having terrific forward 50. Gets a strong tackle there. That was by Burns. Big strong tackle there. Let's go back to Kate Green on that one. Sorry, Kate.
I was just saying that the first team to score would be the team that settled the quickest.
There you go. Thank you again, Kate. Tremendous job. She's been doing this all year for us on here on Saturday mornings. Terrific job all season long. Thank you again to Kate Green. As play continues out here. And the Devils want to try get the ball. Strong tackle again. Polly's been terrific as well for Wantirna South here. And here come the Waters. Another strong tackle. Don't know if that'll be called. It wasn't called there. Vozo involved there. Kicked away. That was again by McPherson. Getting involved there is Batiste for the Devils. And a strong handball there. That was by Batiste again, yet again. She's been terrific going forward for the Waters. Kicked away there. Polly involved, same as Disney. Gets a kick there, but a nice little mark to Fakin. Great defending work there. That was by Thompson. She plays on here. She finds a teammate for in white. Gets a kick there for Bayswater. And again, getting involved there is Harrison, as well as Disney. And Well done here. This is good by Wantirna South. The pressure's lifting. This is what we want in finals football. A short kick away there was by Daruch. And a kick away there that was by Binning as well. And here, wherever this sit as well, coming involved here is Johnston. She gets a kick away, but all one-on-ones here for the Devils involved here. Getting involved there is Bolch. She has her handballs there. Again, it's deep inside the 50. And Mark taken, no, not taken there. And involved there is, again, the Wantirna player. Good shot tackle will be called. Yes, it will be. Great tackle there. That was by Lucy Preston, Ryan. I'm going to take a break now.
Yeah, definitely right, as Bayswater will try and clear this one out. Looking for a teammate there in Stone. They're under a bit of pressure here. Wantirna South's pressure has lifted. The handball forward. Don't want to give away another goal before quarter time. After having a few chances in the first half of this quarter. It's been a great contest from both teams. Preliminary final.
Terrific, Ryan.
It certainly has, and it's lifting. The tap down inside 50 for Wantirna South. Running onto this one, McPherson. Keeps it in front of her. Couldn't quite pick it up. Looking for Vozo. And she's wrapped up in a tackle, so we'll get a ball up. Coming up to the 18th minute mark of this first term. Wantirna South 1-1-7. Bayswater 2 behinds. Tap down. The handball forward. Van Zulen. It's going to be cleared out of defence. The tackle there from Disney was pretty good, that it affected the kick. And now going inside 50, McDonald towards the top of the goal square. Thompson's got a bit of work to do. She picks up, tackled by two Devils right away. Got some teammates there to help her out. Kicking this one is McKenna and finds a target, not quite marked, still under pressure. The handball from Burns. And we're coming to a minute and a half left in this first term. 1-1-7 to 2 behinds.
The footy must be very wet because a lot of players are dropping the footy at the moment. So need to get two hands going forward.
Well, here we go. If the Devils can get one more before quarter time with the rain potentially getting worse, it would be a very handy buffer. The kick towards the top of the goal square, well marked by Georgia Thompson. And a much needed mark there is Bayswater. Look to hold on till quarter time. McKenna taking the mark in the back pocket, Blake, with less than a minute to play first term.
Yes, indeed. So McKenna plays on here. There's a lot of Devils going around here, but same with the Waters. Getting involved there is again by Bates. And again, looks like it's going to be a ball up in the centre sort of arc where we are. Down here at H.E. Parker Reserve. Rain is definitely around. I called no rain, but turns out the rain has come out. So another jinx there I've called for the weather. Anyway, play continues here. Getting involved for the Waters is Stone. Cameron gets a strong tackle there by Vozo. Another one there. A lot of pressure, and the tackling has been terrific here. Polly involved. Another play that's been terrific for the Devils. Vozo involved yet again. And again, just this tackling pressure, and that is it. Quarter time down here at H.E. Parker Reserve. The pressure is definitely lifted for both teams going forward here, but it is the Devils taking a lead here. 1-1-7 to Bayswater, 2 behinds. And the only goal kicker for the game is Chelsea Polly with 1. She started as well, but we're going to take a short break, and we're going to bring you second quarter action down here at H.E. Parker Reserve straight after this.
Welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round. H.E. Parker Reserve Division 4 preliminary final. Wantirna South versus Bayswater, and at quarter time, it is the Devils leading 1-1-7 to 2 behind Bayswater. Ryan Long here with Blake Tennant to call all the action for the next 3 quarters. Conditions certainly not as good as last weekend. There is a bit of rain forecasted to continue across the morning, and we've got Kate Green on the boundary.
I have, Matt Chapman with me. Matt, as you mentioned in your huddle, you really did have that quarter. What's the message for the girls moving forward for this quarter?
Keeping the ball moving, keeping it, don't make it shut down. In our forward line, but unfortunately no result out of it, really. 2 points. Wasn't what we were looking for, but, you know, as long as they keep the ball live and moving, we're happy.
Thanks very much, Matt. All the best for this quarter.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kate. As play continues in this second turn, the mark taken here for Bayswater and Harrison. Ruby Harrison for the Waters. Inside 50. Good mark taken by Lynch. Zoe Lynch just inside the forward 50 arc. Will be kicking from just outside it. Puts it towards the pack of players. This will be a hard one to mark. Bouncing out the back. Tap forward there by Bristow. Almost picked up by Cox. Keeping this alive.
Boundary.
As we get a stoppage and back down to Kate Green.
I'm with Michael Vozzo. Vozzo, you said that for this second quarter, the girls are playing for candy. Can you just quickly explain that and the message for the girls moving forward?
Well, we've just given up a goal, so look, we've just got to maintain our pressure. I thought it was okay in the first quarter, but they got an easy goal there just through a bit of a drop in concentration and lack of pressure. So if we can maintain that, hopefully, we'll see where we're at half time.
Thanks very much. All the best for this quarter.
And we believe that might have been Carla Barracks who put that through for Bayswater. That was a great finish from a tough spot on the ground, Blake.
Yes, indeed. Nice little slap around the corner. This is good by Bayswater to keep this pressure going. There's the 2 number 15s going in the ruck today. Something incorrect there. White involved. That's Jen up. She's been playing terrific here for Bayswater here. Nice little hand pass again by Binning. She is again and yet involved yet for this play going forward. Of course, the Devils involved yet again. Big strong tackle again. Where that will be called? Yes, it will be. It's a holding the ball free kick going to Wantirna. There. Dykstra kicks it forward for the Devils. And a big strong tackle as well. The pressure's been lifting. It's been very good here.
1-2-8 to 1-1-7. Bayswater now leading.
Yes, I forgot to say that. Sorry again. It's a big game going forward for these two sides here. Big prelim final, big dance awaits as they play Ferntree Gully next week. Another tackle there by Vozo again. Kicks around the corner. Involved there is, you know who, Disney. She kicks 18 goals. She's going to back herself here.
Well,
But there's one-on-ones there, but Bayswater can get back there. They do. And again, it's going to be a ball up.
Well, you're right, Blake. She's one player that can kick it from that far out. Great kick of the football. It is tougher with these conditions.
Bayswater
heavy
kick,
ball.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Went out of bounds. It's a last touch rule, and Bayswater to try and clear it out. They lead this game by a point, 1-2-8 to 1-1-7. It's coming back. The handball forward from McMillan. Bayswater trying to clear this one out. Standing under it was Sarah Port, who takes the mark. Is she in range? Fair way out, bit of an angle. Puts it towards the top of the goal square. Mark not taken. Ball hits the deck. Dangerous spot for Wantirna South to get one. Snap around the corner from McNamara. From Althea, in fact. As Bayswater try and clear this one out of defence under a lot of pressure at the moment. Lynch gets past Vozzo and puts some ground on here. Running onto this one now is Carla Barracks. Inside 50, it's a one-on-one contest. Dykstra at front position. Doing well there was Thompson. Wantirna South gets some numbers back. And towards the boundary line. They wouldn't mind seeing this one out. Socket along the ground, and now they gain some territory. McKenna's there for Bayswater. And we might just get a stoppage on that far side. 4.5 minutes played second term. 1-2-8 Bayswater, 1-1-7 Wantirna South. Preliminary final action.
We're down here on the far side wing down here. Down here at H.E. Parker Reserve. Big stakes coming next week for the big winners today. It's in a big grand final next week. So the pressure's sort of heading the way. Wantirna South really good in that first quarter, late in that first quarter, but it was all Bayswater at the start, but Wantirna got it back on their terms. So this game's going to go neck to neck. I reckon it'll be the moments that's going to matter for both of these sides to win this game down here. It's the two rucks getting involved. And again, it looks like it's not going to be a ball up on the far side wing yet again. It's just, they can definitely tell. The crowd is definitely up and about for both of these sides, of course. And Wantirna now trying to get it going here. And it's going to be a ball up.
Boundary.
Let's go bench side to Kate Green.
Both teams, first quarter and so far this quarter, are equal in their tackles.
Thank you again, Kate. So a lot of tackling pressure. I definitely can see that, especially with that first quarter. So here come the Waters. Downside, ball's just moving across here. And again, it looks like Bayswater finally get a clearing kick out. Smother there, that was again by Semple, that's Page. Bayswater again got numbers, kick around the corner, but there's 2-3 against 1. Going in favour of the Devils here. Chain of hand passes for the Waters, kick away. Where will this bounce? It's looking like it's going to go into Wantirna South's direction in White Law. She does well, the captain. Snap around the corner if you don't mind. Wantirna South now do have numbers here. But a drop mark taken there again by Bayswater. And it's going to be a ball up. Well done there. That was by the captain there, Emma Whitelaw. Ryan, yeah, terrific job there.
Under a lot of pressure and did very well just to get Wantirna South out of trouble. They've conceded the only goal in this second term. They got the first of the day. 1-1-7. They trail Bayswater 1-2-8. 7 minutes gone second term. Bayswater with another chance. Trying to get the handball forward into their forward half. And we're going to get another stoppage just outside Bayswater's forward 50 out here at H.E. Park Reserve. The tap down, a chance for Tucker to clear this one for Wantirna South just to ease a bit of pressure off, but Bayswater got numbers behind the ball. Smith as well as McKenna, who picks it up and pushed in the back, so a free kick going towards McKenna. On that far side of the ground out at H.E. Park Reserve, down the line it goes. Standing under this one, the mark almost taken by Cox. Lynch is there, and we'll get a ball up far side. 8 minutes played in this second term, and neither side giving an inch. This is going to be a tight game all afternoon, you would have to imagine. The handball forward from White. Socket off the ground, play on. No one able to pick this one up. Again, another stoppage on that far side. Last time these two sides met was similar conditions, and it was Wantirna South winning that game by 4 goals. As Lynch goes forward again, the bouncing footy in front of a teammate of Cameron, picked up by Wantirna South. Now they look to use the corridor. Running onto this one is Johnston. How's the bounce? She keeps it in front of her. Doing very nicely was Bayswater with all the numbers. Snapped forward from Wantirna South going towards McPherson. Bouncing footy inside 50. Who's going to run to this first? Tucker's there. Picked up by Smith. Got the handball. Still not out of pressure yet. Picked up by Disney. Did she get rid of it? Umpire said play on, and we're going to get ball up inside 50, Wantirna South. 9 minutes played, second term. 1-2-8 Bayswater, 1-1-7 Wantirna South.
So the momentum slowly going back into Wantirna South's favour here at the moment. I just got to get around here. Bayswater just have to do something. They need to get it out of their 450 here again. Water's involved here. Same as Wantirna South. And Bayswater, they finally get a clearing kick, but again, it's all Devils players at the moment. And Dykstra got the ball here. Sorry, Whitelaw, the captain. Wantirna South getting involved here. Kicking them forward again was Semple. Bayswater got numbers if this can sit, but Wantirna South got it back here. McKenna again, she's been terrific for Bayswater this quarter. Another player as well, Port, gives it back to the captain in Whitelaw. Where would this sit? Disney involved. Whole plays getting around this footy as well. Wantirna South again, but it's a holding the ball free kick going to Bayswater. So involved there is Lynch. She's playing all right too, Ryan, as well. So
Absolutely. One of their most important players.
yeah, so Lynch gets the ball moving forward for Bayswater. But intercept mark taken again. I believe that's by Van Zulen. She plays on here. Big strong kick going forward for the Devils. A lot of Bayswater players. And they finally get a kick out here. And again here, snap around the corner. Whitelaw, the general, by the looks of things, she's just holding the troops out there. Trying to get her team over the line here. Gets a kick. Here they come. Here come the Waters. They get a kick away. Good vision there. That was by Georgia Cox there. And a big push there. And it's going to be a ball up. Sorry, geez, the pressure is just building, isn't it, Ryan, down here at H.E. Parker?
Yeah, and so is the crowd. Starting to fill in. Big day out here at H.E. Park Reserve. Big tackle on Johnston. It follows it up again. Well done by Bayswater and their pressure around the footy. 1-1-7 to 1-2-8. Bayswater leaving by a point. And this ball going forward through the hands of Tucker. Picked up by Burrows. And again, we'll get another stop. Umpires lets it play on instead. Disney went without it. She picks up again for the second time. Got it off to Port. Port inside 50 and a mark is taken. And Wantirna South will have a chance through McFarlane. She's in range from here, probably 30, 35 out she'll be kicking from. Bit of an angle. But she is going to go back and have the set shot. Players crowding the goal square if this falls short. Heavy ball out here in the conditions. McFarlane loads up. Kick is looking pretty good if it holds its line. What a finish, and Wantirna South get their second, 2-1-13. Bayswater 1-2-8. 12 and a half minutes played second term, and a great finish there from Montana McFarlane.
There you go. So well done. Great start. Good vision. How good was the kick? Just to follow through there. And that was a good start, isn't it?
Boundary.
For Wantirna, they needed that. Let's go boundary side to Kate Green.
Okay, inside 50s, Wantirna South 5-3, and tackles Wantirna South 11-8.
There you go. So you definitely feel like it's back on Wantirna's end right now. They did that late in the first quarter. Now they're going to push again. They're doing terrific things as well. Just a change in the ruck as well. Disney has now gone into the ruck, I've noticed too, Ryan. So that's another luxury that the Devils have at the moment. A great fist there going forward was Disney. Chain of hand passes going forward. And here she is again. She gets a hand pass again and followed up by Polly. Polly gets moving things forward. There's 2 against 1. Where would this sit? And a kick off the ground. Is it there? No, it's not.
Touched.
It's through for a behind. Touch behind there. And that moves the score to Wantirna South 2-2-14 to Bayswater 1-2-8, Ryan.
Yes, that was a big chance. I think that was Tucker who kicked it off the ground. But Disney really starting to get involved now. It's had quite an impact over the last few minutes. And there she is again, who takes the mark. And she'll look to move this on quickly. Puts it towards a teammate there. Couldn't quite get it. Instead, running onto this one is Burrows. Puts it towards goal. It might not quite make the distance off the ground. Potentially. Lynch is there for Bayswater. A few others will flock to the ball. And we'll get a ball up. Coming out to 14 and a half minutes gone second term. Wantirna South 2-2-14. Bayswater 1-2-8. Tap down. Trying to clear this one out is McKenna. And the pressure again, Wantirna South locking this down in their forward half of the ground. A third goal would be very handy going into the half-time break. Still Welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round. H.E. Parker Reserve, Wantirna South and Bayswater preliminary final action. And at half time here, Wantirna South 2-2-14, leading Bayswater 1-2-8. And apologies, just before the half-time break, we did have a few internet connection issues, which would have dropped out the broadcast. But the score still remains the same, 2-1 in favour of Wantirna South, who did trail at one stage in that second term, but kicked the last goal to put themselves back in front at the main break. Wantirna South have defeated Bayswater twice during the regular home and away season, both times at Bayswater Oval. But today's contest has certainly been very, very tight. There's a big chance for both sides to advance through to a grand final. Let's go down to the boundary, Kate Green.
I'm just here with Matt Chapman. Matt, very even contest just with tackles and pressure. What was the message going forward for the third quarter for the girls?
Yeah, what an amazing game at the moment. The pressure is up there, and it's pretty much stick to the same game plan. Is just keep that ball moving, pressure when they have it, and you know things will work out. So that's the main issue, is just make sure that ball keeps moving.
Thanks very much, Matt. All the best.
So play resumes here, third term preliminary final. Doing well there was Bethany Stone for Bayswater. She's bushed off aside this time. Picked up by Wantirna South. In there is Whitelaw, tackled right away by Davies. And we'll get our ball up centre wing.
Yeah, so we're third quarter action down here at H.E. Parker Reserve. Getting amongst it here is Molly Davies. She gets the kick here. Bit of a... don't know what that free kick was, but it's going to Bayswater, and it's going to go to McNamara. She plays on. She gets a kick going forward for the Waters. And it will be last touch rule, of course. And it's going to go to the Devils. Wantirna.
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side to Kate Green, who has the Wantirna South coach.
Michael, pretty positive quarter for Wantirna South, but the pressure is equal from both sides. What's the message moving forward for the girls for this quarter?
Oh, look, I guess it's more of the same, isn't it? You know, like we've just got to make sure that we do all the little 1%ers. I know everyone's a bit of a cliche sort of thing, but we have to keep doing the 1% as well. And if we do that, you know, we can remain competitive, and who knows where it goes from there. So, yeah.
Thanks very much.
No worries, thank you.
Thank you again to Kate Greeners. Play yet again continues on here. Inside the Waters. Forward 50 here. Need a goal. That'll be really good for Bayswater. And that's going to go to Bayswater. It's a kicking in danger. And it's going to Bayswater here. It's going to go to Cox, the ruck. Backing herself in here, of course. We saw a goal earlier on before, I believe that was with McFarlane, so the ball can track very far here. Let's see how she goes. She's directly in front. She can come in and kick the Waters' second of the day. One-on-ones around here. What can happen here? Ball's still alone. Still a little bit of arc by themselves here, and it's going to go for a ball up here. So I have to say now, Ryan, I can say it now, there is no rain. So, well, let's hope that we can continue that. Where's that going? And it's going to be a kick in danger going to Wantirna and the captain, Emma Whitelaw.
That's right, Whitelaw deep in defence.
She's playing a lot of defensive today, Ryan.
And she's been very good. She looks to clear this one out. The mark almost taken by Van Doolen. Into a bit of space here, doing nicely, Burrows. Looking to clear this one out, and the mark was taken. So out at the half-back line, Katie Vozzo. Down the line, mark not taken. Bayswater look to push themselves forward through Binning. Running onto this. Under a lot of pressure, Wantirna South trying to escape their back half. And it's a similar story to the start of both the first and second quarter. Bayswater start very strongly. Big tackle laid, and a free kick has been awarded. It's a free kick to Bayswater, so that was a push in the back. So Paige Binning still probably outside that 50.
Boundary.
We'll send it into attack. We'll go to the boundary in a second.
Just quickly. Sorry.
Wantirna South here looking to repel from their back half. Into space on the wing. Running onto this one. The ball didn't bounce very nicely for McFarlane. Picked up by Zoe Lynch. Lynch inside 50 for Bayswater. Out the back, no mark taken. In front was Cox. She lays the tackle. Ball comes out for Wantirna South. There's play on. Bayswater stopped. The mark was dropped by Katie Vozzo, but she picks it up. Well tackled by McKenna. The pressure has lifted once again. White, the smart handball off to Lynch. Lynch inside 50. Out the back. Chance of Bayswater. Who can run onto this? It's Barracks. Soccering it forward, keeping it in front. Well done there by Tucker for Wantirna South. As the umpire lets this play on until he finally calls the ball up. Coming up to the 5th minute of this third term. Wantirna South 2-2-14, Bayswater 1-2-8.
Indeed. It's high stakes, high pressure footy at the moment. Lynch involved here. She gets a kick. There's a one-on-one in the goal square, but a lot of Wantirna as well. Bit of a hold. And it's going to go to the Devils. So it's going to go here for the Devils here. Let's go boundary side of Kate Green.
Blake, stop talking about the weather. It's spitting rain again.
I can't see it, Kate, but you are on the ground, but that's okay. Thank you again. I'll keep my mouth shut about the weather from now on going forward. So there you go. Play continues. Getting involved there again is number 19 in Batiste. Tries to find a teammate. Bit of a holding going on there. Kicked away there was Burns. Oh, big knock there. Run through, a bit of friendly fire. But she gets up well there. That was by Bethany Stone. She gets straight back up after a big friendly fire.
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side of Kate Green.
The intensity with the supporters, particularly
Definitely.
Bayswater, is intensified very much so.
It is. They're a very proud football club, Kate. They've been 120 years coming up. So Cameron plays on here. And it's going to go through for a behind. So that moves the score to Bayswater. You would say it's a handy point, Ryan. I know it's not the last quarter, but it's 1-3-9 Bayswater to Wantirna South 2-2-14. We're about 6.5 minutes in to this third quarter, Ryan.
Yeah, that's right. It should remain tight, I reckon, this game. Right throughout into the final term. The kick out was great. It hit Whitelaw on the chest, who has time to run. Took the bounce. Didn't come up to her that great, but she did well to keep it in front. Got off to Burrows, who sends a long kick down the line to McFarlane. Takes the mark. This is well done from Wantirna South. The transition has been good. So inside 50, McFarlane's already got one. She kicks it towards a pack of players. Doing very nicely was Ella Smith. Looks to get the handball off to Lynch. Lynch got the handball to Davies. Davies back from where it came from, and it's Disney standing in front and looks to play on immediately, as she always does, into some space. Running into this one was Bethany Stone. Got it off to White, socking it off the ground. Off towards a teammate in the middle of the H.A. Parker deck. And great pressure again from both sides. 2-2-14 to 1-3-9. Wantirna South leading. Disney in the ruck, got the tap down. Whitelaw, the skipper, got it forward. It's cut off by Lynch. Lynch puts it towards centre half, forward. Plenty of Devils around this contest. And they apply the pressure, lay the tackle.
Yes, the crowd and the pressure is definitely lifting both of these clubs, of course. Kate did allude to Bayswater. Got a very passionate fan base, do Bayswater. A kick off the ground there by Wantirna. They will get this, a little snapper on the corner, Lynch involved. But first to get there was Ella Smith playing her 50th game today. A kick away by Gilly McKenna. She's having a pretty good game as well. Where will this bounce? It's on the other side wing down here at H.E. Parker Reserve. Big stakes, of course. The captain involved here, Whitelaw. Turn a nice little chain to have handballs yet again. Where's this going to go? It's going to go in the direction of Bayswater here. Wantirna got numbers. Nice little kick away there. Where would this bounce? Won't get out the back. Numbers going to Bayswater. Got a wrapped up tackle there, and it's going to be a ball up just on the 50 line here. On left of your screen here, going through from Wantirna. Gets the hit out there. Hand pass there, that was by Davies. Gets a kick off the ground. It's going to go in direction of Preston. She picks up the ball. Well done there. They just need to get going. They need to get a score going forward. But Cameron's going to be there first. She's got heaps of grass. All she needs to do is get a very unlucky bounce there. Couldn't, fortunately, get the right bounce. But Bayswater do have numbers. There's one-on-ones out here. Spins once, gets a kick away. Well done there. And here come the Waters. They're trying and pressing. But it's just going to be another ball up. Jeez, that was good. Just an unlucky bounce there, Ryan, by Katie Cameron.
Yeah, that's right. And they did gain some territory, though. So inside 50, Bayswater. Done most of the attack in this third term. Coming up to the halfway mark of the premiership quarter. They trail by 5 points. Ball going out to the boundary line. Wantirna South want to keep it in, though. Right tucked in on that pocket. And that's probably a good result, just to get a ball up under a lot of strife. Their back half at the moment doing overtime. Ball up, tap towards the goal line. Again, it might just go out of bounds and we'll get another ball up. 10.5 minutes played third term, 2-2-14 to 1-3-9. Wantirna South leading this. The preliminary final in Division 4. Ferntree Gully awaits the winner. And they'll meet each other next week. White, the clearance was just to the right. So a minor score, 1-4-10 to 2-2-14, Wantirna South. Kate Green on the boundary line.
Tackles favouring Wanty South. Inside 50s are actually equal.
Thank you again, Kate Green. Tremendous job on the boundary all season long. She's been very brave with all 4 conditions almost today. So well done to you, Kate. Play continues. Disney. She just brings that X factor, but there's heaps of numbers for the Waters if this sits. But Vozo will get there first, gets a hand pass there. Lynch involved here. She wants to set it up. It's going to be an even patch here, but the Devils get it forward, gets a kick there. This is just going to roll through, and it's just going to go for a last touch rule going to Bayswater. Lynch will pick this one up and drive the Waters going forward here. She's played terrific. Disney again involved. Bit of a hold going on there, and it will with to high tackle going to White. That's Jenna. Big family name, the Whites down here at Bayswater. And here we come, the Waters. They just need a goal. I just feel like a goal would set them up going forward into this corner, but intercepted again by Disney. Disney's played sensational. Hasn't hit the scoring front, but she's been terrific in the ruck for the Devils. Gets a kick there by Smith. And they get another one there with Stone involved there. The captain involved, Whitelaw. She's still involved here. Chain of hand passes moving forward, and here they come, Wantirna South, Ryan.
Inside 50 they go in the direction of McFarlane. The mark almost taken, and it's going to be paid a mark. And she's already kicked one. It's probably from similar range from the other end of the ground. Maybe a little bit further out. Looked like she might play on for a second, but she's going to go back and take her time. They lead by 4 points, Wantirna South. Haven't done much of the attacking in this third term. So McFarlane, from a fair way out still, puts it towards the top of the goal square. Chance for a mark, not taken. Ball hits the deck. Fozzo lays the tackle. We'll get a ball up. 13.5 minutes played, third term. 2-2-14, Wantirna South, 1-4-10, Bayswater. Ball up, Disney out of the ruck. Got the kick forward, trying to get through a pack here is Baldwin Shaw, and she's tackled. And we're going to get another ball up. Let's see if Bayswater can clear this one out through White. Might have caught one around the neck, and she did, so earns herself a free kick in defence. And can clear this for Bayswater towards us on the broadcast side. Polly's underneath it for Wantirna South. McMillan We're going to get a ball up here. Inside 50. Wantirna South. Disney out of the ruck again. Just picked it out. Went through a pack and just dropped it while she did, and almost could have got a an extra 25 for not passing the ball back, but no one's on the mark anyway, so running through. Cameron.
And a mark taken. Intercepted. Big strong kick here. Bit of a hole going through there. Cameron gets a soccer kick there. Where would this one sit? They've got numbers, but it's going to be called for a throw. And it's going to the Devils in McDonald.
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side of Kate Green.
So far, 3 kicks have strongly favoured Bayswater this game.
Indeed, thank you to Kate. Disney takes the mark. They've got numbers, do the Devils here. Where would this one sit? They do find one in McFarlane. Takes a bounce, takes another one. You beauty! The Devils get it going with McFarlane. Second of the day for her. And that moves the score to Wantirna South, 3-2-20 to Bayswater, 1-4-10. We're about 15 and a half gone. Jeez, that was good play, Ryan.
Well, they finally they opened up the ground, got a bit of space, and very quick McFarlane took a bounce and a spectacular finish on the run. That's a goal of the day.
That is
she's got 2. And as you said, a 10-point lead now to Wantirna South. So Bayswater did most of the attacking that first 10 or 11 minutes of this quarter, but weren't able to get the reward on the scoreboard. Wantirna South, when they get a bit of momentum, they use it, and they're out again through the middle. Van Zulen got the kick towards Tucker. Running onto this is Lynch, though, picked up nicely. Zoe Lynch sends them into attack, into a dangerous spot. That's a great mark there by Georgia Cox. Under a lot of pressure, going back with a fly of the ball. Cox sends it forward, and they find another mark. This is really well done so far. Barracks. Still fair way out from home, about 60 metres out. We'll send them inside 50 now, Bayswater. Towards another pack of players who can take a mark. Spoiled there by McNamara. And here comes Wantirna South clearing this out of defence. It's coming back. Disney did well against Burns. Ball comes out. Free kick's going to be paid here to Vozo. And Burns was holding on to her, so on the wing for Wantirna South, another one. And they'd go into 3/4 time very confident. Lynch here for Bayswater, who has been a rock down back, sends them in towards centre half forward, who can win out on this contest. Again, Wantirna South have been able to clear their defence quite well. It comes back in towards the middle ground. This is an important ball to be won. Disney's there. And well done by Bayswater to stop her run. Big tackle laid by Burns back in the middle of the ground. 17 minutes gone, third term. Wantirna South 3-2-20, Bayswater 1-4-10.
Very passionate fan bases going here, Ryan. It's certainly going to be. There's no ruck domination. Van Zulen gets the kick away. 1-on-1's in the goal square, but it's going to favour Thompson. Thompson gets a hand pass to Burns. Burns gets around, step around the corner. Where would this one bounce to? It's going to go in favour of the Devils. Polly involved. Same again with Stone. And it's going to be a ball up. Geez, it's lifted. The pressure, the adrenaline, you name it. Everything's got everything going forward for both of these proud clubs. They've been around in the competition for a long time. Both of these clubs. Proud clubs as well. Strong tackle. It's going to be a ball up. What a story it will be for both of these clubs to get into a big dance next week. Ferntree Gully are waiting. And here they go, get a nice little kick there. That was by Barker. Involved here are the Waters. Where would this sit? Another hand pass that didn't go in the directions here as well. Barracks involved for the Waters. She will pick up the ball. And it's going to be a high tackle going to Bayswater. Is it going to Bayswater?
It is going Bayswater.
Yeah, it is. Barracks has got the footy here. There's a couple one-on-ones. Just move it down forward if you can. There is a one-on-one in the goal square. Who's going to fly? Cameron is involved. Where would this sit? It's there! Cameron gets Bayswater's second of the day. And that moves the score to 2-4-16 to Wantirna South, 3-2-20. 19 minutes into this third quarter. Geez, we're going to have a big finish at the end here, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. In the context of the game, that goal is massive for Bayswater just to get them back into striking range going into three-quarter time with less than a minute to play. There is still time if there can be a quick clearance out of this.
Boundary.
Set a bounce. Boundary, Kate Green.
Free kicks are really helping Bayswater get those goals because every time there's been a free kick, they've actually converted. So it's 7-3 at the moment, free kick-wise towards Bayswater.
Back in the middle again. White trying to run onto this one. Can there be a late score? There's less than 20 seconds left, so it's going to be difficult. And with this ball held up here, we're going to get a ball up on centre wing with 10 seconds to play in the third term. It is Wantirna South 3-2 to Bayswater 2-4. What the contents we have on our hands in this preliminary final. Trying to get a clearance forward. Cop one high. But there's your three-quarter time siren. Out here at H.E. Parker Reserve, Blake. Wantirna South 3 goals, 2-20 to Bayswater 2-4-16. You've got the goal kickers.
Yep, I do indeed. We got McFarlane. She's got 2 with an absolute special goal in that third quarter. Terrific stuff as well with Chelsea Polly as well for the Devils here. And single goal kickers to the Waters. We've got Katie Cameron who just kicked that one there on the brick of three-quarter time. And Carla Barracks has also got one. Don't miss out. This is going to be a grandstand finish here for the Deakin University. Match of the round between Wantirna South and Bayswater.
Welcome back, HE Park Reserve, three-quarter time in the Division 4 preliminary final, and Wantirna South lead by 4 points. 3 goals, 2-20 to Bayswater 2-4-16. It's been a fascinating contest between the two sides. Ferntree Gully currently watching on. They're actually on the ground at the moment, keeping a close eye on this one because they will play the winner next week in the Division 4 grand final.
Boundary.
As we go down to Boundary with Kate Green.
I have Matt from Bayswater with me. Mate, a lot of messages there. First to the ball, need to want it more. What are you expecting from the girls this quarter? Because it's such a tight game, even though with 4 points in it. So what are you hoping for?
Yeah, I just really want them to be hungry for that footy. Like I said from day one, keep that ball moving, be hungry for it. We've got to be harder at it, fitter for it, and keep that ball moving at the end of the day. And if we can do that, I'm hoping we get over the line. If not, they've done a fantastic effort this year. So
you mentioned instructions coming in to the girls at the last few minutes of the game. We look forward to hearing those instructions. I won't give them away over the broadcast.
They're mine.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks there. As we get back in the middle last quarter, tap down from Disney. Lynch has moved into the midfield. Both have been impressive players for their respective sides. Back it goes again. Disney up against Cox. Going forward here, just tapping it along was the captain in Whitelaw. Picked up by Grimmer. Got the handball off. Cut off by White.
Boundary.
Sock it off the ground. Boundary, Kate Green.
I'm here with Mike Vozo. Message that that interchange was lift, run hard, and basically do it for each other. Any other messages for the girls going forward for this final quarter?
Oh, well, it's a pretty simple message, isn't it? Like it's either 20 minutes left of our season or we've got another opportunity next week. So we've got to lift and we've got to make sure that we've got nothing left in the tank. That's what we want to do. So, yeah.
Any final instructions for the girls going out in the last few minutes of the game?
Nah, nothing much more than just give it your all.
Thanks very much, Michael.
Thanks to Michael Vozo and Kate Green down on the boundary, and just then a potential opportunity, minor score though, so 3-3-21 Wantirna South, Bayswater 2-4-16, 5-point margin. Does bring back the extra time equation, Blake.
Yeah, we just said that off air, but we don't want to jinx it yet again, Ryan. So it'll be very hard for both of these sides. So
beware the caller's curse.
Yeah, so back to the action down at HE Parker Reserve. As we touched on before, Wantirna South do lead by 5 points, 21-16. Here they come again. They got numbers here. Cameron's involved here, same as, of course, with Davies. Bit of a hole going on. Oh, it's a hole in the ball, free kick going to Wantirna South, and the captain, she's been terrific. I think she's been my player of the day for the Devils, Ryan.
Yeah, certainly one of them. Back in the middle of the ground. Cox is there for Bayswater. Tries to pick this one up. Does nicely. Got the handball off to a teammate running past. The bouncing ball didn't work out very well for Whitelaw. It eluded her. It's been a few interesting bounces. Free kick being paid here to Wantirna South. It's going towards Caitlin Grimmer. In the middle of the ground, played on and running into this one. A great smother by Davies. A chance to Bayswater, free kick in the middle of the ground. And it's against Grimmer this time. Plenty going on at the moment. We're only 2.5 minutes into this last quarter, and it's 5 points in it. Bayswater trailing 2-4 to 3-3. Inside 50 they go. Big pack of players fly for this mark. Disney took it. And I think one umpire paid it a mark. The other said no. In fact, they've just said, give it to me, and we'll ball it up instead as we go down to Boundary. Kate Green.
I'm going to find it hard to hear you guys because it's getting really hard.
Well, the crowd has picked up, hasn't it?
It has. This is going to be a grandstand finish, as I alluded to. Both of these sides have great stories, great clubs, and this is going to be for, but there's a player out there that's all alone, and that's McMillan. She's doing another goalkeeping duties here. Big strong tackle there. But where is this going to go? Numbers to the Bayswater Footy Club going here. Lynch involved here. She'll try and pick up the ball with a big bump by Vozo. And it's going to be a pull up, geez. We're in for a big one here, Ryan.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
This could come to a final minute goal or behind that could win the game for both of these sides here. I just got the feeling that we're going to have. We're going to have a good game. Hand pass here up. White gets it going forward. And an intercept mark taken. That was by Dykstra. Dykstra plays on here. She kicks it to the centre of the ground.
Oh.
Marked. Not taken. But Bayswater have got numbers. Call for a mark. Not called. A hand pass here. White. Another hand pass here. Bayswater have got numbers going forward. A kick away. That was again by a player. Snapper of the corner by Cameron. And it's going to go through for a behind. And it's score going to Bayswater 2-5-17 to Wantirna South 3-3-21. 4 and a bit minutes into this final quarter, Ryan.
Taking the kick in here is McDonald for Wantirna South. Set a 4-point margin. Nothing in it at this stage. In the early stages last quarter, no mark taken. Still a dangerous spot. A chance of Bayswater trying to get through a tackle there. Could Binning as we get a ball up inside 50 for the Waters. Preliminary final. One team season will come to an end. The other will be through to a grand final. Dykstra got the kick away. It's picked up this time by Barker. Got it forward. Looking for Davies. Molly Davies is being held. Nothing paid. Tapped it forward. And a free kick is going Wantirna South's way. And that might be Zara Bettis, who will take the kick in defence. 5.5 minutes gone last term. They lead by 4 points.
Boundary.
Let's go down the boundary, Kate Green.
Bayswater's just getting a little bit undisciplined. So, yeah, Wannie's had 3 free kicks in this quarter.
And a mark intercepted here, taken by the Waters here. What can they do? They need to take this opportunity. They bomb it inside the forward 50. A little bit of a push, not called there. And a big knock there. That was involved with Davies. Cameron involved. Jeez, we're in for a big finish. I can just feel it. But it's all going to come down to the moments that will matter for both of these clubs. Proud clubs, as I've been saying. Where is this going to sit? It's a big, strong tackle. Lynch involved there. She's been superb for Bayswater. Snap around the corner. Where would this sit? And it's going to go out of bounds on the full. Jeez, it's just going to be a finish for a lifetime down here. It's an ultimate thrill ride. It's got everything, this game. Season's on the line. Furniture Gully awaits. And another strong tackle. It's going to be pinned, holding the ball, and it's going to go to Wantirna. So Wantirna South now. Time is on there. Time is with them at the stage. It's with their play. Disney, she's been terrific for Wantirna South. She bombs it in. Bayswater got numbers again. It's going to be a hard one. Davies involved there. She gets a kick away. Gets another one. And here come Wantirna South. They got numbers. Oh no. Polly takes a bounce. Oh no. White is involved again here. And it's a free kick going to
It's
Bayswater.
Downfield, I think.
So it's going to go back. I believe it might go to Barracks here, Ryan.
No, I think White's going to take the kick.
But wasn't it downfield though?
Well, it was, but
it's
White is going to take it.
So White.
No downfield.
She's got a big kick there. Finds Lynch. Oh. She's been terrific today. She could be the hero. Lynch to put Bayswater back in front. Lynch lines up. Kick gets on its way. It's there. Bayswater back in front.
I don't know.
3-5-23 to Wantirna South. 3-3-21. 8.5 minutes on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Sorry, Kate, I'm excited. We got a game on our hands. Kate, over to you.
I don't know who's louder, you or the Bayswater supporters. but seriously, this comes down to the fact of, again, free kicks. Bayswater's making so much of their free kick opportunities.
Free kicks have been there too. So back in the middle, Disney got the tap down. Lynch is there for Bayswater once again. Just kicked the goal to put him in front. Has had a massive afternoon or morning. Has Zoe Lynch. 3-3-21 to 3-5-23. Bayswater leading by 2 points. Wantirna South through Disney will clear it forward inside to a one-on-one out the back. Who can run onto this first? Bayswater are going to get there. They've got all the numbers down back. Preston got the kick away and towards Lynch again. Lynch takes the mark in defence and looks to play on right away. They're not looking to slow this game down. They want to keep scoring. Big mark by Cameron Disney. Played on though. Took on an opponent and dropped it. Holding the ball. There could have been binning. And she'll look to play on straight away. And this time it's Disney, got the smother. Off to Polly. Polly inside 50 for Wantirna South. No mark taken. Out the back. Big pressure on the Bayswater defence here to clean this up with another 10 minutes to go in this preliminary final. They lead by 2 points, Bayswater. Wantirna South have been in front for most of the morning. The kick out of defence. It's going to come back as Whitelaw, the skipper, got there first, got the handball forward. And a free kick here going towards Wantirna South, and it will be going back to Whitelaw, who plays on right away. No one was on the mark, and she's told to come back.
It was for a high.
So the high free kick, Emma Whitelaw outside 50, probably too far out to score, but let's see where this kick goes. It's a smart kick in the direction of Van Zulen. Well defended. On ground level is Polly, who's been impressive herself. Ball comes out and a chance for Stone to clear this one out for Bayswater.
Yes, and Wantirna South they need a goal back. And it's going to be a ball up as well.
And as we said, Bayswater can't stop attacking. They've still got to be able to score because it's too long left.
Indeed. So we're just a quick recap as well. We're about to close in 11 minutes here. So the ball continues on here, going to Wantirna South. They will pick it up here in Polly. That's a strong tackle, no call there by the umpire. And it's going to be a ball up here. Crowd is definitely building down here. It's a row full of people in front of us, Ryan. It's a big crowd.
Yep.
Two passionate fan bases. Disney involved here. Polly involved. It doesn't sit well. Burns involved here. She kicks around, snap around the corner. Where would this one sit? Doesn't get there. And another strong tackle there. And numbers going to Bayswater, not 15 called. And it's just going to be a tough one here. Snap around the corner. That was by McKenna. And this ball is just going to be a race on who can get there first. It was Wantirna to pick this one up. They do that. Another snap around the corner. One-on-one. Mark taken. That was again by McPherson. So Catherine McPherson can put the Devils back in front. She's going to back herself in here. So McPherson lines up. Burns involved here. She doesn't get it. Snap around. And it's a through for a behind. So, geez, we might have the commentator's curse here, Ryan. 3-4-22 to Bayswater. 3-5-23. We're about 12.5 minutes into this last quarter.
That would have been an unbelievable finish from
Ben.
Cameron Disney, who's been impressive herself. As Bayswater look to clear this out of defence. Looking for a teammate there. It's cut off. Still inside 50 for the Devils. They might get a stoppage here. The umpire will have a ball up. Coming up to 13 minutes gone, final term of this Division 4 preliminary final. 3-4-22 to 3-5-23. And a free kick has been awarded, and it is going in the direction of Wantirna South. So having a set shot to put them back in front will be Linda Darrick. Looks to play on right away. Got the handball off to Port. Port's kick. Don't know if it came off the side of the boot or if it was smothered, but it is out of bounds, so it looks like it will be a Bayswater free kick.
It was smothered.
Thanks, Kate, as Bayswater breathe a sigh of relief as they look to clear this one out. Again, well defended by Vozzo. White got in there and got the handball forward. Cut off this time by the Devils. By Darrick. Got it off to
high fend off.
Free kick to Polly.
High fend off.
Yeah, it looks like it will go Bayswater's way. 14 minutes gone.
So
final term.
Paige Benning now plays on. She wants to find Cameron. She does. But gets an unlucky bounce here. And it's going to be another ball up. We might go to Kate Green, who's been waiting patiently on the boundary.
Tackles.
Sorry, cutting out, Kate.
Sorry, guys. Tackles are even, inside 50s are even, and free tackles are now favouring Wani.
Thank you, Kate. High stakes on the line. Where would this one go? It's going to be a ball up. 6 minutes to be played to decide the grand final and who's going to be there. Bit of confusion going on. Anyway, play continues on. We're confused. Everyone's confused.
I think they were arguing that it should have been Bayswater's free kick.
Oh, and a bit of push and stuff going on here. Tensions up.
Yes.
Feeling at the moment. You can feel this one. As I said, it's huge stakes going on here. A grand final awaits the winner out of these two. Gets a kick away. That was again, there was by McPherson. Bayswater got the numbers. Where would this sit? He got numbers going towards Bayswater in Carroll. But a kick off the ground there. That was by Bristow. And Niall Lewis play ongoing here for the Devils here. Involved for them is Bejovic. She finally gets a push there. No call there. Can the Devils get things going forward? They need a score. Bayswater got numbers. They do. They find a player. A little bit of a push in the back there. No call, and it's going to be a ball up.
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side of Kate Green.
Okay, we're in that last few minutes of the game that Mark Chapman was talking about, where he was going to send out instructions. Those instructions are going out.
Well, there we go. Going forward now that Cameron got the handball. They're gaining territory. We're going to get a stoppage on that far side. The stage is set. There is less than 4 minutes to go in this preliminary final Division 4. 3-4-22 Wantirna South, 3-5-23 Bayswater. Tap down from Disney. Really even a score from Bayswater here might just about seal it with less than 4 minutes to play. In defence is Bristow, trying to clear this one out. Polly's going to try and run onto this for Wantirna South. She's not able to get there first. Under a lot of pressure. Could be a free kick against Davies. Nothing paid.
Time's on Bayswater's hand at the moment. Time is their friend.
Well, it is now with 3.5 minutes played. 3-4-22, 3-5-23. There's a ball up inside 54. Bayswater out of the clearance. The kick towards goal, bouncing towards the boundary line. No score. And it will be a Wantirna South free kick.
Boundary.
So let's go bench side of Kate Green quickly.
Instructions are to flood from Bayswater.
25-metre penalty.
25. But they've got to get going here. What's going on here? So it is a 25. It's coming back here, but they need to keep going. They need to keep going forward. Do Wantirna South. The crowd will let you know. They just need to get it going forward. They do that. Disney involved there. Couldn't grab that one. Bayswater got the numbers. They do. They kick away here, but a mark taken.
Down.
Taken, mark taken.
And Disney is not well.
She's back on her feet. Thanks, Kate. Gets a kick. Kicks away there. White's involved. Strong tackle, Lynch. Lynch gets it going. There's one-on-ones. Davies involved there. Where will this bounce? Still nothing going forward yet. Barracks involved, and it's going to be a ball up here.
2 minutes left, Blake.
Indeed, this is it. The moment's right.
3-4-22, 3-5-23. Zoe Lynch out of the clearance forward. Standing underneath this. The mark taken from Wantirna South. Deep in defence. They've got less than 2 minutes to get at least a score to get this extra time or a goal to win. And standing underneath this is Bethany Stone, who takes the mark for Bayswater. And she will take her 30 seconds, take the time off the clock, and give Wantirna South no opportunity to get one back. They're going to have to go from coast to coast if Stone doesn't finish it off here. Bethany Stone towards the top of the goal square. Lynch! And Zoe Lynch can seal it for Bayswater. Directly in front. 20 metres out. She kicked the last one to put him in front. And Lynch can put Bayswater through to a grand final. Lynch's kick is good.
Bayswater's gone nuts.
Lynch is through. Lynch's goal is through, and Bayswater are going to a grand final. 4-5, 29, 3-4, 22. Less than a minute to play.
Jeez. Lynch, hasn't she been terrific? She's my best on ground today. She's been terrific. She's guided the Bayswater Footy Club. What a story this is going to be next week for Bayswater. They were folded, Ryan, and now they're into a 4th Division Grand Final. Play continues. Disney gets the hit out here. White involved. Where is this? It's going to be a ball up here. The stadium holds its breath. It's nervous times. Bayswater fans, you're going to be there next week. Well done there. Loss of words. On the outer side wing down here at down at H.E. Parker. Davies involved there. Lynch involved. She kicked the sealer. And what do you know? Finish the story. It's almost complete. Bayswater are through to the Division 4 Deakin University Women's Grand Final next week in a massive win down here at H.E. Parker. Bayswater win 4-5-29 to Wantirna South 3-4-22. I've got the goal kickers in front of me here. I've got my tenor, McFarlane. She had 2 goals for Wantirna South. She was also terrific. Same here with Chelsea Polly with the singles. And to Bayswater, the only leading goal kicker for the day was Zoe Lynch with 2 goals, but they were 2 massive goals there for the Waters. And single goal kickers to Carla Barracks and Katie Cameron. Can you believe it, Ryan? They are through to a grand final.
Well, what a game, what a story, and we believe we might have the senior coach of the side, Kate Green.
Hi, I'm just handing over to the coach now of the winning. Here we go.
And we've got the senior coach of the Bayswater Football Club, Matt. Congratulations on a fantastic win. What a final term. How's the nerves, the pulse, the heart rate at the moment?
Can you see that?
Yeah, it's shaking.
Yeah, shaking big time. No, exciting. Really, really proud of these girls. They're, you know, we've had 9 girls play today that haven't played footy before this year, and they all do their job. They listen to instruction, and they just run out of game.
And you were challenged big time at stages. Wantirna South got out to, I think, 10 points, and you kicked the last 3 goals of the game. It just shows that really the determination of the group and to fight their way back into the contest.
Yeah, our number 1 rule is that ball does not stop moving. So when we can keep it moving and get it out and get a bit of space, yeah, the girls work well.
And the final turn from Zoe Lynch pushed forward to kick a couple of goals was just massive all afternoon, and to finish off her good work in front of goals. Must be very impressed with her performance.
You got to love a Lynchy, don't you?
Yeah, you certainly do.
Yes.
Grand final waits for you and the girls next week. All the best. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Fantastic win for the Bayswater Football Club, Blake. And just to recap that scores, if you've just joined us, 4-5-29 to 3-4-22 Wantirna South. It's heartbreak for the Devils, but a great story for Bayswater. 2 really phenomenal sides out here today who just fought it out in such a great contest. It was such an even game, and the scenes from the Bayswater girls, it is great to see. It's a great story.
Oh, it's going to be very good next week. Do they know that there's another team that's better run out? Oh, it's incredible. But can we just say how good it was Zoe Lynch in that game? Just terrific. It's going to be a massive week next week for Bayswater. They go into a grand final and they want to finish the story. That's all they want to do next week. They just want to finish that story. They've been waiting a long time for. The club has been waiting a long time.
And we're going to get Kate Green to come back on the balcony, and then once she's up here, we'll do our votes in a second.
Yep.
She's on her way now. But credit to Wantirna South and the season they've had, and their determination across today was massive as well. And it's not the ending they wanted. They obviously were looking to advance through to a grand final, and at stages in that game, I really thought they were very close to pulling away, but they've had a great year themselves, so they should be very impressed with the season they've had. They've had some really good contributors in today's game as well, and they're coming off the field now and on what's been a great season for the club, and they're only going to get better. Wantirna South.
Sorry, just thought you'd like to hear something.
We might actually have Kate Green down in the rooms for the song.
Can you?
No, I think we've unfortunately we might not be getting the connection down in the rooms. It's breaking up there again, but
Can you hear that?
Yeah, we got that.
no, we're going to have to,
Yeah.
unfortunately, not.
Sorry,
It's just
guys.
cutting up, unfortunately, out here at HE Park Reserve, but you can hear from the brief
Hey.
bits of it. They're up and about Bayswater. They are through to a grand final. Thank you for all those who have joined us on Facebook and YouTube. That is correct. They will play Ferntree Gully next week in the decider in the Division 4 grand final. Just when Kate comes up, and she's here now, we're going to do our votes. Blake, I'll start with you as Kate takes her seat. The 3-2-1 today. Start with one and work your way up.
Yeah, so I'm going to go, I thought, this person was terrific for Bayswater. That goal in the third quarter was terrific, and I thought she was all day just a general player. And I thought Katie Cameron, 1 vote for me. Terrific all day for the Waters. 2 votes, I think you can't go past Cameron Disney. Terrific all day in the ruck. She went in forward, but majority she played in the ruck, which was terrific stuff there. And I don't think you can go past the 3 votes here for Bayswater. Zoe Lynch, what a player, what a star she was. She delivered that game for Bayswater with 2 crucial goals in the last quarter, and she won the game. So that's my 3-2-1, Ryan.
And Kate Green, you're 1-2-3. You're currently writing that one down. You had a good view of it from ground level.
Sorry, guys. Definitely Lynch for 3, because not only what did she kick, she was just about in every contest for the ball. Number 2, 2 votes to Disney. Cameron Disney worked so hard. But 1 vote, I've got to give it to down the back, Bayswater's. I think it was Thompson down the back. She really stopped Wantirna South from getting anything on the board goal-wise, so she gets my 1. But
a lot of contributors
amazing
across
game.
the board. It certainly was. Very lucky to be here calling the action. My 1-2-3, having a look. I'm going to give 1 to Chelsea Polly from Wantirna South. I thought particularly in that first half was so quick, found some space, opened the game up. She was really important for the Devils. I'll give her the 1 vote. 2 to Jenna White. I thought her work rate through the middle, set a lot of that forward 50 entries up. Was just a workhorse all morning. And then the 3 votes, I'm sticking with Zoe Lynch. I thought, particularly in the first half, even then, down back, she was a rock, and she cut off a lot of the footy with those intercept marks was the key reason. I think they were still in the game at certain stages, and then obviously in the final term, kicked the 2 goals and was the hero in the end for Bayswater. So we've got ourselves a very exciting grand final week next week.
We do.
And Bayswater and Ferntree Gully, that's the first grand final locked in, Kate.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Bayswater finished, 4th in the on the ladder?
Yep.
And so now they've taken out 3rd and 2nd. So if they played like they did today against Ferntree Gully next week, I think that there is a serious chance that they will take Ferntree Gully out. I think it's because Bayswater is actually more willing to get down and scrap for the ball, where Wantirna South not so much, which perhaps may be a weakness to work on for next season. And Ferntree Gully is kind of 50-50, getting down on the ground and scrapping for the ball. So it will be a really interesting grand final next week.
Certainly right.
And another game that's happening
correct
right now.
Yep, we're about to jump off, but if you are around the area, get down to HE Park at Donvale Park Orchards, Division 1 preliminary final, followed by the Premier Division preliminary final between South Croydon and South Belgrave. So a lot to look forward to out here. Kate Green, we'll see you next week for the big grand final day out at H.E. Parker. Looking forward to it. Yes. Megan Green, who's done a fantastic job on the camera, is eager to get out to Jubilee Park this afternoon.
For 2 games she's filming.
For 2 games. Got the reserves game, I think, as well.
Yeah, there's been a nice little smile nicely request for that.
I have a feeling Josh Ward's involved in that one. And Blake Tennant, of course, thank you for having your company here today, and you'll be out at Jubilee Park this afternoon.
I will be. Special comments today and a huge Division 3 first qualifying final. Looking forward to it.
Ryan, can you change that to boundary just so he can get some weather?
Well, he's predicted it's going to be sunny for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
so
well, we're hoping.
We can only hope so. But thank you for your company across the morning across the Division 4 preliminary final. We'll see you next time for the grand finals.